Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Spruance Leader, the Cold War Fleet Combat Solitaire Strategy game from DVG and designed by Dean Brown. Okay, so we're playing the North Atlantic Sea Lanes, Cold War 1988, and we're on the 6th and final target. So we have a +1 on the activity, but we still have 4 task forces to deal with. And so we have 30 SO points available. We earned 8 last time and I carried over 2, so I had 10 that carried over, so it gives me 30 for my final target. I will not be using any priority R&R, so we'll start with our target selection. So let's give the target deck a little shuffle here and see what we come up with. First target is 18, Wolfpack. He's worth 7 victory points, 5 subs. It's not a bad target. Let's see what the second target will be. Enemy Wolfpack, 6 points, 1 kilo, 2 foxtrot, and 1 akula. Destroy all submarines. This one is just 5 and they're unknown. It's worth 7 points. That's the one I'm going for. And I believe, nope, I was okay on that last one. All right, sorry, I was looking at, thought I did my math wrong, but I didn't. Okay, so we're gonna have an enemy wolf pack. This is number 18, and 18 is in zone 3. Okay, so that's my enemy wolf pack. I gotta get to him. So I'm gonna need a ton of missiles to get there, of ASROCs and all that good stuff. Okay, purchase task force equipment, set up the task force on the tactical display, set up my ship draw cup, and purchase my ordnance. All right, well, that's what I'm going to go through and do, and then once I do that, we'll be back on the board. All righty. Our task force commander is Munson. Our ships are the Mahan and the Vogue on the screening force. The USS John Rogers, he's our flagship. The HMS Sheffield and the HMS Argonaut. And we have helicopters on the Vogue, the Rogers, and the Sheffield. So it gives us a pretty good force to launch out there for submarines. We get to that target. Now, I don't need to earn a bunch of SOs, so my job here is to avoid these other task forces and get to our target, because I don't gain anything normally from victory points. All right. So we have purchased any equipment? Nope. Assembled our task force, set it up on the display. Oops, I forgot to set up my cup. So let's get that done. Take the helicopters out. There they go. They're not launched yet. Set them aside. We got ship number 1, ship number 2, 2 for number 3, 2 for number 4, and I need number 5. There's 1. And another number 5. Where's that at? Right here. 5. Okay. All right. So we're set with that. Placed our ordnance, purchased skills. We do have 1 skill on the John Rogers. After each encounter, he can roll a D10 at 8+, reduces stress by 2. Okay. Enemy task force activity. We have to roll for task force placement. Okay, here we go. Now, they're only a +1 on this one. So, task force A, 2 plus 1 is 3. he goes here. All right. Task Force B. 4 plus 1 is 5. Well, I'm not getting those nice, really high rolls that I would like to have. 7 plus 1 is 8. Good. He's up here. He won't be bothering me. So that's 1 I don't have to worry about. And the last one is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we got B and D to tangle with there, along with the target. Now, this is going to get busy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Shuffle my decks. So let's start with the sensor performance. Give these a good shuffle. Okay. And now the event cards. Our encounter cards. Our sub cards. And our enemy ship cards. Okay. All right. Shuffle the deck. Task Force movement. So we move zone 1, nothing happens. Now we go into zone 2. Enemy air attack check, no. Enemy task force activity check. Okay, here we go. So the first one is A, and we're going to check him. It's a +1. And you know what I did? I added 1 on all these task forces over here when I was setting it up, and I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. Not changing anything. I don't think it really changed anything, if I remember right. Okay, here we go. This is +1. A 2. +1's a 3. None. So no encounter. Perfect. Task Force A is off the board. Whew. Okay, here we go. Moving into the next one. Now we got Task Force B and D. Okay. Task Force B. +1. 5. +1 is 6. 6 is none. All right. Task Force B is off the board. Oh, so far so good. Task Force D. He is... Oh, this is another good chance. +1. Oh, 10. High. Oh my gosh. 5 ships, no subs. Okay. So 5 ships, no subs. Dang it. Earn 2 SO points for each starred ship sunk. Okay, if I don't draw any starred ships, I'm going to avoid this thing. All right, here we go. Enemy ship, sub, counter placement. Be 5 of these guys. Enemy ships. Let's get my ship markers out. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. All right, get these little markers out here. 1, 2, 3. There's 5, and I need number 4. Number 4, where'd you go? Sub, ship 4. Okay, here we go. We got to draw 5 ships. First ship, ship number 1, is Pop class. Okay. Looks like a coastal patrol type boat. That is ship number 1. Ship number 2, the Polnokny A, amphibious, 2 SOs if sunk. So far, not too bad for my pulls. Ship number 3. And so far, 1's not a star, 2's not a star. Ship number 3. The Anguima class cargo ship. Ship number 4. Ship number 3 is not starred. Ship number 4. Another pot class is not starred. And ship number 5. Oh, a Kiev. So they had a carrier with these guys mixed in there. That's the only one I got to go get, is that carrier. Okay. So he's the only one. All right, let's place ship placement. We'll start with ship number 1. His placement's a -6. 9 minus 6 is 3. Enemy ship at a 3. Surface, he starts in area 5. And a 1. Well, he's way out there. Okay, ship 2. Placement's a +2. 1 plus 2 is a 3. A 3 is range 5. And his azimuth is 6. Right here. Ship 3, placement's a +2. 9 plus 2 is 11. 10, that puts him at range 6. Ship number 3 at range 6. And a 6. And a 6 for him is here. Ship number 4 is a -6. 5. So that's 0. He goes to range 4. And his azimuth is 6. Got him in line there. And finally, the one I got to get, his placement is -2. That's a 0. Puts him at range 4. And azimuth is 6. Look at there. Oh, that makes some good stuff for not having them spotted. All right. So we now have the task force placement. Battle counters on number 5. We draw our event card. The event card is at sea resupply. Add 4 SO points of ordnance to any ship in the task force. Well, got a bunch of ships out here. So we'll add, I'm going to add 2. Let's see. He got all right, I think we'll add 3, 4 more RGM 84s. Four more RGM 84s to the Mayhem. We're gonna fire some missiles here. Okay, here we go. Sensor performance. It's cloudy, so no modifier. I don't have any subs, so really don't have to worry about it. So no modifier for the sensor performance. Okay. All right. Okay, I have no Sono Boys. So fast action. So I got the Vogue and the Mayhem. So the Mayhem and my commander's fast. But I could bring these guys in close. Or he could issue a command out here to one of these other guys who's got good detection. The John Rogers does. That's what I'd really like to do. He's going to issue his command to the John Rogers to try to detect ship number 5. Okay. So his detect is no modifier. His noise modifier is 0. So we're going to be a straight up. I need a 5 or higher. Oh, 2. Okay, now the Mahan needs to, the Vogue needs to detect the Vogue needs to detect. He needs a 6 or higher. He gets +1. 4 + 1's a 5. Oh my God. All right, the Mahan's got a detecting now. He's a +1. 7 + 1's an 8. That's a detection level of 2. All right, well, we found him. Now we got to get rid of him. That's going to be the trick. Okay, that's it for my fast ships. Now we do ship movement. Okay, enemy ship number 1. His movement is a +1. 7 + 1's an 8. Range -1. He moves in. Enemy ship number 2. Movement -2. 9 - 2's a 7. He goes range -1. So he moves up here. Ship number 3 is a movement -2. 10 - 2's an 8. He moves up 1. Well, they're at least sailing towards me. Ship number 4, he's a +1. 6 + 1's a 7. He goes range -1. Move him in. And the carrier, he's a -1. 6 - 1's a 5. He patrols, so he stays put. All right, now they're going to try to detect. So we got enemy ship number 1 is going to try to detect. He can only detect 1. Task force ship number 1. Ship number 2 can try to detect 1. It is the task force ship number 4. Enemy ship number 3 is going to try to detect 1. Task force ship number 5. Enemy ship number 4 can try to detect enemy ship number 5. And my carrier, he wants to detect number 2. He gets 2 of them. And number 4. Okay. So, here we go. Ship number 1. He detects on a 4 to 9 at range 3. He cannot detect. That comes off. Ship number 2 can't detect because it's at range 1 to 2. Could have saved myself a lot of time here. Range 1 on ship number 3. 1 to 3 on ship number 4. He doesn't detect. Okay, the carrier. He can detect at range 1 to 6. So that's who we got to worry about, see? These other guys, they don't detect. Ship number 4, range 1 to 3. He can detect. And that was ship number, well, I don't remember what it was. Here it is. It's number 3. Okay, he's going to try to detect him. Sorry. I know I should go back and look, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. Ship number 3, the John Rogers, has a noise modifier of 1 at range 3, so he's -1. He needs a 4. He got a 6, -1's a 5. He does detect the John Rogers. So we are detected at a 1. Okay. A 2 means he gets to shoot. All right, here comes the Kiev. He's going to try to detect ship number 2. That is the Vogue. He has a noise modifier of 1. He's -1. 1. All right, well, he doesn't pick him up. Now he's going for ship number 4. That's the Sheffield. He is noise modifier of 0. So straight up on this one. Oh, a 7. A 7 gives him a 2. So he picked him up. Okay. And then, not going to forget this, we're going to roll for aircraft launch off the Kiev. Yak 38, there's 2 of them. He launches on an 8 or higher. 10. Yeah, of course he would get his. Okay, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't bring any. I did not bring any air-to-airs. So the Yaks are launched right here. And bring any anti-airs. Crap. Oh, that's bad news. I gotta get out of here. I gotta sink this carrier and get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, slow task force. Let me see something here. 7.1. Encounter involves a squadron. Encounter steps. Ships, aircraft actions. I guess they wouldn't have launched yet because that would come at action number 7. So we're going to take them back off of there. They haven't launched yet. Okay, that happens at action number 7. I could conceivably sink that carrier before they launch, and that would take care of that. I get one shot at this thing. Okay, here we go. So they're done. He got a detection level of 2, though. He's gonna fire with 2 missiles at ship number 4. Okay, he's got missiles range 3 to 6, so he's in range. He's gonna launch his missiles at ship number 4, which is the Sheffield, and the Sheffield has missile defensive 0. Okay, a 5 or 9 he's gonna hit. He's got 2 missiles. 10, that's 2 hits. And a 4, that's a miss. We got 2 hits. There we go. See what the 2 hits on the Sheffield are gonna be. The first one is missile, 1 hull, lose their next action. Crap. And the second hit is missile, stress of 3, and a second hull hit. The Sheffield can take 3 hull hits. He now has 2 hull damage. Put that on the Sheffield. His stress went from 1 to 4. So he's up to stress levels 4 now. He's still good on his stress. Both of those go back into my damage cup. Okay. Oh, bad news. Bad news. Got to get that carrier. Okay, here we go. Slow task force actions. We're launching. The John Rogers. I could launch my helicopter and get him up in the air. I got these RGM 109s. That's really what I'm going to fire. He can fire 2 of these. So the John Rogers is firing 2 RGM 109s at the carrier. Okay. These are good missiles if I can get a good roll. John Rogers, +0 for ships. Range is 0. He has a missile defense of 2. That's -2. 9 -2 is a 7. That's 1 hit on the carrier. Second missile comes in at a -1 because it's the spread shot. Missed. Second miss missed, but we hit him. Okay. So he's damaged at 1 now. Don't forget to add the modifier. I think I did, but I'm not going to go back. I had a 9. I rolled a 9 minus 2 plus 2. That's actually 2 hits. I rolled a 9. I took minus 2 for his missile defense, but he gets plus 2 for the detection modifier, puts him at 9. That's actually 2 hits. So his damage level is a 2. So we hit him. I got to get 1 more hit on him. The Sheffield. He's launching his helicopter. So the helicopter is going to take a stress. He's up. He's got to be within range of 2. 1, 2, 3. Put him there. And he can fire his sea skewers off of this helicopter. He can fire 2 of them. That's 4. That's his 4th action. At the aircraft carrier. Now, sea skewers look like they're a torpedo for anti-shipping. Okay. His ship is a +1. His torpedo defense is 1, so we're even up. And he's -1 for torpedo defense. So now I'm +1. +1. Need a 6. Missed. Second one is +2. 10. Boom. Got him. That's the 3rd hit. Got him before he launched them fighters. Kiev's down. And that goes to the Sheffield. There you go. He picked that up. Took him out. Whew. That's a big deal. Big deal. And ship number 5 is gone. All right. Detects off. That goes back in the cup. That comes off. Sea skewers hit him. The helicopter hit him. All right. Nice. I still have the Argonaut who can detect enemy ship number 4. He needs a 5 to 8. 0 modifier, and enemy ship number 4 has a noise modifier of 1, so it's -1. 5 -1 is a 4. He does not detect him. Man, my detection skills aren't very good. Okay, got that carrier though. That's the one we had to get. Decreased detection levels, decreased battle turn, end encounter decision. We're going to leave. No more starred ships. We're pulling out. So these 4 are off the board now. They did not get sunk, so they go back into the deck. We shuffle. Shuffling. All right. We end that encounter. So everybody gets stress. See, we have to draw our event card. The event card is Commander Kill Check. If the commander's ship suffered a hit, it did not. Okay. Whew. Thank goodness. I don't want to be checking for that. This comes off. All right, that's Task Force D. So we hit the carrier and ran. As good a strategy as we could hope for. Hit it and run. Okay, we know what that's going to bring us to. Now, my helicopter is going to get a second stress when he lands back on board. Take that out of there. Take that off of there. And I think we're all set. Now we got to add stress. Mahan has cool of 2, so no stress. The Vogue, no stress. The Sea Sprite, he's okay. He didn't do anything. The US John Rogers picks up 1 stress. He has no cool, so he's got his first stress. The Sheffield, he's going to pick up a stress. No cool, so he goes to 5 stress. Oops. 5. All right, so the Sheffield's up to 5 now. He's still okay though. And the Argonaut picks up 1 stress. All right. Okay. The John Rogers can roll and see if he gets an 8 or higher, he gets reduced his stress by 2. Nope, so he keeps that stress. And everybody picks up an experience point for this. So Munson gets 1. The Mahan picks up 1. The Vogue picks up 1. The John Rogers picks up 1. The Sheffield picks up 1. And the Argonaut picks up 1. And we're going to get a bunch of promotions here off of that. Okay, so the Argonaut, he needed 3. He's going to go up 1. So he goes from skilled to veteran. Gives him a cool, so he'll get rid of that stress. And he's better against ships now, not against subs so much. Okay, so the Argonaut used up his 3, and he's now a veteran. He needs 4 to promote again. Okay, so the Argonaut got promoted. The Sheffield, he needed 4, he's got 5, he's going to get promoted. So here comes the Sheffield. He's an average, so he's going to go to skilled. Doesn't get any cool. I really don't see a whole lot other than it doesn't really do much for him, but he goes to skilled now. Okay. So on the Sheffield, he'll have 1 left over, and now he'll be skilled. Skilled. 1. Okay, the Sheffield's back here. Still has stress of 5. Still has damage of 2. All right, the John Rogers. He got his. He was at 5. So he's going to go from average to skilled. He's a 0 plus 1. Now he's plus 1 plus 1. And he picked up a cool 1, so he'll get rid of his stress. All right, so he goes, and he'll now be skilled. Skilled. Okay. And these 2 guys are both warships, and Munson does not get promoted. He needs 7. Okay. So there we go. Got through that, and now it's target time. We're going to have an enemy wolf pack with 5 submarines in it. So sub 1, 3 and 4. Sub 2. And I need sub 5. I don't know if I had, yeah, it is sub 5. Okay. So, make sure I'm not missing anything here. We got out of that, we evaluated. We don't get to repair the hull hits. They're not repairable. I don't think 6.3.3, I'm pretty sure they're not repairable. Let's see. Repair attempt. No, the hull is not repairable. Yep, okay. This goes on to John Rogers here. All right. So we're having task force deployment setup, enemy task force encounter, target encounter. That's where we're at. Enemy ship or sub placement. So here we go. 5 subs. First one is an Alpha class SSN starred. So sub number 1 got a star on it. Sub number 2 is an SSK. It's a diesel boat. He is not starred. So enemy sub number 2. Okay, sub number 3. Another SSK like that. Sub number 3, no star. Sub number 4. Another SSN. Don't like that. SSN. Sub number 4. He has a star. And the final sub is another SSN. Man, 3 tough subs in there. Those guys take 2 hits to not sink them. Okay, SSN number 5, sub number 5. All right. Well, that's what we're up against, this wolf pack. That's what we came hunting. All right, let's see. Enemy ship counter placement. Okay, here we go. Sub number 1. His placement is +3. 4 + 3 is 7. Range is 5. Range is 5. We got to get sensor performance out here because we got to know what we're looking at. Some rain, surface detections -1, so it helps us on the surface, not from the subs. Okay, his vector is a 1. He's all the way over there. And we check him for deep. He gets +3. 2 + 3 is 5. No, he's not deep. Okay, sub number 2. His placement is -1. 5 - 1 is 4. Range is 4. Sub number 2, range 4. Vector 9. He's over here. And is he deep? A 6. No. Okay, sub number 3. His placement's -1. 10 - 1's a 9. He's at range 6. He's way out there. Vector 7. And is he deep? 10. He is. That's a deep sub. Sub number 4. His placement -2. 3 - 2 is a 1. He's at range 3. There we go. Get him up close so we can get after him. Vector 9 out here. And is he deep? Yes. And the last sub number 5, placement's a -2. 5 - 2 is a 3. Range is 4. Vector is 8. And is he deep? 5 + 3 is an 8. Yes. So he's deep also. Okay. Wow. Whew. All right. Got some big time activity this time. All right. Here's the submarines. Battle turn is on 5. Event card. Come on, give me something to help me. Fighter cover. No enemy aircraft. Well, we didn't have to worry about that. I needed that last turn. Okay. So we now have sonobuoy detection. Nope. Fast task force actions. All right. So we have the Mahan and the Vogue. The Mahan can detect subs to range 3. And the Vogue, the Mahan can detect to range 3. The Vogue can detect to range. The Vogue is going to launch his helicopter. So it's a stress level 4 for sprayer. So that is SH2F. I'm going to put in 3 helicopters into the draw cup. Not that they're going to be able to draw them, but it might keep them from spotting somebody else. All right, and sprayer is up 1. Oh man. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's there. All right. Mahan is going to try to detect here at range 3 against the sub. At range 3 is a 0 modifier, but he gets +1. And this is sub number 4. His noise modifier is a 1. So we're 0. 8. That's good. On a sub, that's a detection of 2. All right. So there he is. We know he's there. Sprayer's after him. Okay. That's it for my fast. Well, my commander's up here, and he can make an order. And he is. And wait a minute. I went through that layer at -3, would have given him a 5. So his detection level is actually only a 1. Oops. It was still good enough because he's deep. We still detected him. Now, sprayer has 2 Mark 46s. He's a +1. The Vogue is a +2 if he fires his ASROCs. I'm going to have sprayer launch his 2 Mark 46s as my commander's order. He needs a 7 or higher to hit. He's +1. Ship number 4 is a torpedo defensive 1, so we're straight up. It's a straight up roll. 7 or higher. 8. 1 hit. Second one. 1. Missed. Even +1 because of the second one, but I hit him. I got 1 hit on him. Okay. So, he may be deep. He just took a hit. All right. Even with the +1 modifier, the second one still would have missed. Okay. All right. That's my fast. Now we go enemy sub actions, moves. Here we go. Enemy sub number 1. His movement is +1. 10. +1's 11. He's going to go -2 and ping. 2, here he comes. They're pinging. All right. Enemy sub number 2. His movement's a 0. Nope, it's +1. 3. +1's a 4. He patrols. Enemy sub number 3. Where's he at? Way out here. He's a +0. He gets a 7. Flank or range -1. Well, he can't flank. Is he going to change his depth? That only happens when they get closer, so he's going to move up 1. Okay. Enemy sub number 4. His movement is +3. 5 + 3 is an 8. He goes flank or range -1. Well, he's going to flank us out here. So he moved out. And sub number 5. He's a +2 on his movement. 6 + 2 is an 8. Flank or range -1. At range 4, he's going to move up. So he's up to there. All right. Now, these guys are going to try to detect. Whoops. Enemy sub number 1. You can have 2 contacts. First one, ship number 2. Second one, ship number 1. Okay, ship number 2 at range 4, he cannot detect. He has to be at range 3, so he does not detect. Ship sub number 3 does not detect. He has to be at range 4. Woo. Oh no, we don't use those. We use our sensor performance. You're right. So at range 3, he's +1. So these guys could detect. So he goes for the helicopter. That's his only contact. Sub number 3, he gets 1. He gets task force ship number 1. Sub number 4, that's that guy. He gets 2 contacts. Ship 4. Ship 4. He definitely wants to see if he can find him. And sub number 5 gets 2 contacts. He gets ship 5 and helicopter. Okay, we can take the 2 helicopter markers off. We know they can't detect them. Okay. Here we go. Sub number 1 is trying to detect ship number 2. The Vogue has a noise modifier of 1, so he's -1. At range 3, he's +1, and he's not deep. So they're even up. He needs a 4 and a 9. 7. He gets him at detection level number 1. So task force ship 2 is detected. Now he's going to try to get ship number 1. He has a noise modifier of 1. And again, range 3 +1, so they're even up again. A 10. Ooh. He detects him at 2. So he detected both those ships, which is not a good thing. All right. Sub number 2, sub number 3, he's at range 5. That's a -2. Noise modifier of 1, -3. And he needs a 6 to 9. 7. He detected him. So way out there, he spotted him. Okay. Sub number 4 is trying to detect ship number 4, which is the Sheffield. He's at range 3, which is +1. The Sheffield's noise modifier is -1, so they're even. He needs a 5 to 8. 7. Detected him. So he detects him at level 1. He'll try a second time to see if he detects him. He gets a +1 modifier. He gets a 6 to 7, so it's no different. So that one comes off. Ship number 5 is trying to hit ship number 5, sub number 5. Ship number 5's noise modifier is 1. Range 3 +1, so they're even. And he is 4 to 6. 9. He detects him at a level 2. Okay. they get to fire at the ones that they detected at level 2s. So he can fire at ship number 1, enemy sub number 1, attack detection level 2 plus only. So he's going to fires 1 torpedo, the range 1 to 2. He can't fire. Okay. Sub number 5, ranges 1 to 2, can't attack yet. Sub number, anybody else? No. Okay. All right. So until they move up, they're not going to they can't get me. I can get a shot on this guy. Maybe I can kill one of these guys. All right. So now we go to our slow task force actions. We got the John Rogers. Who's going to fire ASROCs. He's got 2 of them. He's firing them out here at ship sub number 4. He's launching 2 of them. Okay. He has ranges 3, no modifier. His sub is a +1. His torpedo defense, sub number 4, is -1, but he has damage. So it's 0, 0, 0. First torpedo, 7 or higher. 1, it missed. Second torpedo is +1. 2, man. This is what kills me when I get crappy rolls. All right, the Sheffield. He's not in range yet to fire torpedoes because he only has the Mark 46s. And the Argonaut is the same way. Okay. Sprayer's moving back. Or does he try to detect somebody? He could move here, 1, and do a detection. Sprayer has is magnetic. He needs a 7 to detect. And sub number 2, noise modifier is a 2, so it's -2. 7 -2 is a 5. So he did not get him. Okay. That's it for my slow. The Argonaut can't do anything. All right. Decrease detection levels. All right. This one goes to 0. This one goes down to 1. Oops, down to 1. Gotta get me another marker. This one goes down to 1. This one goes to 0. This one goes down to 1. This one goes to 0. His goes to 0. That's it. Okay. Battle counter turn moves down 1. And we go back, rinse and repeat. All right, we're going to have the John Rogers try to detect sub number 1. So range 1 to 4. I need a 4 or 6 to detect him. He has a noise modifier of 0 and pinging, so -3. We get to add 3. That's a 5. I got him at detection 1. Was hoping for something a little better, but we've spotted him. That's what we needed first. Okay. I can have the Mahan can fire you can fire 2 torpedoes at enemy sub number 1. Here we go. Mahan's a +1. His range is 0. His torpedo defense is a 1. So on the even modifier, I need a 7 or higher. 4. First one missed. I'm +1 on this one. 5 + 1's a 6. Missed. Damn it. Man. Eating up my torpedoes and I'm not scoring hits. The Vogue is firing. He's also going to fire at sub number 1, 2 ASROCs. Here they come. Oh, his die roll modifier is a +1. I had a 5, 6, and 1 would have been a 7. I would have had 1 hit on him right there from that last roll. So I got 1 hit on him. I only need 1 now. Okay, here they come. Now, his noise modifier, doesn't matter. His target defense, though, is -1, so he has no target defense. I get +1 for my detection modifier. +2 from the Vogue, so that's +3. I have a +3 launch on him. +3. First torpedo, got him. That's 2 hits. I got rid of one of these guys right here. Whew, enemy sub 1 goes down. Gets all of them off the board. Tell you what, that was important. Important to get him. The ping marker comes off. Both torpedoes are fired. And sub number 1. And SSN is gone. That came from the Vogue. He picks up the experience point. Doesn't do him any good, but he's got 10 now. He's definitely an experienced warship. That's all my fast actions. Okay, now we got to roll for these subs. We start with sub number 2. His movement's a +1. 3 + 1's a 4. He patrols. Sub number 3. His movement's a 0. He gets a 9. Flank or range -1. Sub number 3. He'll flank. So he moves out here. And he flanks us. Okay. Sub number 4. He is a +3 on his movement. That's a 6. Range -1. And he's at range 3, so we check. Nope, he's got to move up 1 before we start checking to see if he changes his depth. So he moves up 1. Here he comes. Okay. Sub number 5. He's a +2. 3 + 2's a 5. Range -1. He moves us up. Here they come. Now we're getting into some dicey stuff here. All right. All right, sub number 2, he wants to detect. Sub number 2 can go for 1. So ship number 4. Sub number 3 can try to detect ship number 1. Ship number 4. He's targeting number 4. Try to raise that, and he wants number 2. Ship number 5. He's got number 5 and he wants number 3. Okay. We'll start with sub number 2. He needs a 5 to 8 or 7 to 9 at range 1 to 3. 7 to 9. He's trying to detect the ship, sorry. 5 to 8 at range 1 to 4. 5 to 8, ship number 4. Noise modifier is the Sheffield. He's a -1. No other modifiers. 10, -1, 9. Detects him at level 2. He's going to get a shot off. Range 4 with 0 modifier. I keep forgetting about using that. All right, sub number 3 is at range 5. He wants to see if he can raise his detection. He's -2. Ship number 1, the Mayhan noise modifier is 1, so he's -1. So it's -3. He needs a 5 to 8, 6, -3 is a 3. Does not change that, so it stays at 0. Sub number 4, he wants to detect ship number 2. He needs a 5 to 8. At range 2, he gets +1. He gets +1. And then he gets ship number 2 nose modifier is -1, so it's straight up. This is sub number 4. He needs a 5 to 8. 10. He got him at a detection of 2. So he detects him. He's going to see if he can improve this one on ship number 4. The Sheffield, he's a noise modifier of 1. He's +1, so there's 0. 5 to 8 again, a 7. It's a detection level of 1, so he keeps him detected, but it goes up to 1. Sub number 5 wants to detect ship number 3. That's the John Rogers. Noise modifiers of 1. At range 3 is +1, so they're even. He's 4 to 6. 7. He detected him. So he's detected at level 2. And now he's going to check ship number 5. The Argonaut. His noise modifier is a 1. He's +1. Oh, they're coming through the layer though. I forgot to do that. Ah, crap. Well, that just means that he would have only been detected at a level 1, not a level 2. Now he's going to see if he can detect this guy. So he's trying to detect him. He gets a +1, that modifier, because he's already detected. This is the Argonaut. Noise modifier is -1. So that's even. He gets +1 for his range. -3, so it's -2. 2, no. It doesn't change that. Okay. Oh, I always forget about that thermal layer on these deep subs. Okay, that's okay. Who has a detection modifier of 2? He does, and he does. Okay. At range 2. At range 2, he's going to fire. His attack's a -2. He's got a sub attack of +2 and a range of +1. This is +3. So now he's at +1. Ship number 2's torpedo defense is 2. So now he's at -1. He's a -1. Sub number 4. Attack D10. 1 to 4 is 1 torpedo. Nope, he's firing 2 torpedoes. The first one's at -1. He needs a 5 to 9. 3. Missed it. The second one's straight up. 7. 1 hit. Dang it. I hate when I do that. It's him right there. So he's got 2 of these guys detected. Okay. 1 hit on the Vogue. It is torpedo, near miss, stress +1. Vogue goes up stress 2 now. Okay. Whew, I'll take that. All right. Ship sub number 2, he's out of range, so he can't fire. All right, now it's time for my slow. So I got the John Rogers, who can fire his ASROCs. He's going to fire 2 of them. I haven't detected that guy yet. See if he fires on this guy. His torpedo defense, this is sub number 4. It's 0. He gets +1. +1, that's +2. Wow. I'll fire them both. Or do I try to spot? I think the John Rogers is going to see if he can detect enemy sub number 5. He's a +1 for range. His noise modifier is, a 3. That's -2. +1, yeah, so he's -2 to try to detect him. I need a 5, 8, or I need a 4 to 6. Range 2, I can use my active sonar. It's a 3 to 6. It's -2. 7, that's a 5. Oh, we detected him. Now we know he's there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some shooting. The Sheffield, he's going to fire 2 Mark 46s at sub number 4. He's a +1. +1 for range. That's +2. Torpedo defense on number 4 is 0. So I'm +2. First torpedo. 5 + 2 is a 7. That's the second hit, and that's it. They got him. He goes down. So my Mark 46s hit that time. We take this guy off the board. All this stuff comes off of there. It cleans up that spot. Okay, and the Sheffield picked up an experience point for getting that starred sub. That was number 4. He's gone. It's another SSN down. Now, I got the Argonaut firing his Mark 46s right here at sub number 5. The Argonaut is a 0. He's a +1. Detection modifier on +1. He is a torpedo defensive 2. So I'm -1. Missed. Second one is straight up, even. 2, missed. No hits. No joy. Okay. That's the end of my slow actions. Now we change these guys. So this detection modifier goes to 0. This one goes to 0. This one goes to 0. This one goes down to 1. This one is off the board. You lost him. Okay. Go down to battle turn number 3. Here we go. Fast actions. All right. I got to get the Mahan. Where do I try to detect? At range 2, the commander's going to order the John Rogers to detect using his active sonar on a 3 to 6, range 1 to 2. 0. Oh, he's -3. Yeah, I got to get him detected. -3. Oh, nothing. All right, the Mahan's firing his torpedoes. Oh, plus he's deep. I wouldn't have had anything. That was dumb. The Mahan's firing 2 ASROCs. He's +1. +1 for range is +2. His torpedo defense is 2, so it's straight up. The first one's a 7. No. Second one +1. No! Ah! Dang it. The Vogue's firing 2 at him. It's the same thing, except the Vogue's a +2. +1's +3. Torpedo defense is 2. On +1 on the first one, 9. That's a 10. There's 1 hit. The second one's +2. 5 + 2's a 7. Boom! They got him. He's gone. Got that guy. Got him out of there. Wow. That, sorry, hit my camera. That was big. Got rid of sub number 5. Woo! Gets me out of danger on those 2. And fired 2 torpedoes to do it, but that's okay. Got rid of him. All right. And that was from the Vogue. Another kill for him. All right. That's it for my fast. Now we do sub movement. We start with sub number 2. Only 2 left of these 2 diesel boats. He gets a +1. 7 + 1's an 8. He's going to flank or range. He can't flank, so he's going to move up. So here he comes. Oops, the helicopter stays there. Sub number 3, he's a +0. He gets a 4. He patrols. Well, he's not moving. Okay, we're going to have to start moving these guys up now. Okay, here we go. Slow ships. Or no, he's going to try to detect. What's he got? A detect of 1. So at range 3, he needs a 5 to 8 to detect. He's going to see if he can get this better on ship number 4. 4, the Sheffield, he's a noise modifier of 1, so it's -1. 5, he does not change his detection. Sub number 3 is going to try to detect out here, and he's deep. He's going to have a tougher time. Ship number 2, at range 5, he's -2. He's -5 on his detection because of the layer. Noise modifier is 1, -6. 10, that's a 4. But he needed a 5 to detect. Okay. Whew. All right. So he's going to fire, let's see, he's at range 3 on enemy sub number 2. No, he's not close enough. All right. If I move him in closer, I can leave them out there where I can shoot at them. Okay, it's time for my slow ships. The John Rogers is launching cleaner. He's up. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's there. He takes 1 stress. The Sheffield is going to launch his helicopter. Same spot. He takes 1 stress. That gives him 3 now. And I still got sprayer. He's up here. He's going to move 1. See if he can detect this guy. It is, he needs a 7. He has a noise modifier of 2. So it's -2. 6 -2. Nope. He's going to take his 3rd turn. Try it again. Nope. And his 4th turn. 8 -2 is a 6. He detected him. All right. So he's now detected. We know he's there now. All right. That's it. Okay. Wow. All the detection levels go down by 1. So this one's a 0. And this one's a 0. Sprayer's also in there with these guys. Battle turn comes down to 2. I got 2 subs left. Man, I gotta get these guys. I gotta come up here and get this guy with these helicopters probably. I only need 1 hit to get him. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do man, this is hard. Fast actions. Range 3. Mahan's launching his 2 ASROCs. See if we can get a hit. It's a 0 modifier. He's a +1. He has a torpedo defense of 0. I'm +1. Missed. Second one's +2. +2's a 7. Boom, we hit him. Takes 1 hit. Got him. That sub's down. He's gone. Take him off the board. That was on the Mahan. He gets a skill level. All right. The Vogue, the commander is going to move the task force up. So everybody moves. This moves up. Oh, he didn't detect last time. Okay, he's still deep. They moved up 1. All right, I'm going to send, who came off the Vogue? Sea Sprite. Sprayer. He's going to move out 1, 2. He's going to detect. He needs a 7 or higher. Noise modifier is a 2, so it's -2. 8 -2 is a 6. Oh, 6. He gets, no, 7's what he needs. 6. Did not detect him. Okay. So, nothing there. Now we go. So the Mahan detected, Mahan shot the Vogue. He can try to detect at range 4. Nope, he has to be at range 3 to detect. Well, at range 4 he's a 0 on this sensor performance. But he's deep, so it's -3. Gets +1 there, so it's -2. -2, he needs a 7 or 8 to detect. 4. Does not do it. Okay. All right, now we go, that's it for my fast. We go submarine movement. 8, he's a 0. 8, he goes flank or -1. Oh, he moved in. Oops, sprayer stays back. He moved up. Okay, he wants to try to detect. Task Force ship number 5. Okay, he's at range 3. He can detect on a 5 to 8. Task Force ship number 5 is the Argonaut. Noise modifier is 1. He's -1. 4, he does not detect me. Okay, slow ships. And my helicopters are up. So I got Sea King. He can do a dip. That's on a cleaner. He moves 1. He's going to dip. 4, 7, or 9. He has noise modifier of 2. -2. 8 -2 is a 6. So he's got him at detection 1. That can come off. We have him at detection 1. Cleaner's dropping 2 torpedoes on him. He's a +1. Torpedo defense is 0. 8. +1's a 9. That's it. He hit him. That's it. I got him. He's gone. Sunk him. All right. So the helicopter got him. Torpedoes are done. Whoa. Now that was tough. And so cleaner came off the John Rogers. He gets 1 for that. Okay. So we sunk that. Pull our event card. Ship experience. Pick a ship that contributed to the encounter and give it +4. Well, if I give 4 to the John Rogers, it would promote him for sure. So he gets promoted. He would go from skilled to veteran. That would be big for him if I had another mission to go, which I don't. Okay. Evaluate the encounter. So all ships get 2 experience. Munson picks up 2. Argonaut picks up 2. John Rogers picks up 2. Sheffield picks up 2. Bogue into Mayhem. Okay. Now we had stress. Munson has a cool of 1, so he doesn't get any. Mayhem is a cool of 2, no stress. Cool of 2, no stress on the Vogue. Sea Sprite's going to pick up 1. He'll be at 5 when he comes back in and lands. There he is. He's at 5. Sea King goes to 2. The Blade goes to 4. To John Rogers. Let's roll for him, because if he gets 8 or higher, he won't get any stress. 6. Nope, he picked up a stress. He has a cool of 1. He's good. Sheffield goes from 5 to 6. Okay, and he's got hull damage that has to get repaired, but that's it, because that's the end of the mission. All right, the activity level would have gone up by 1. We picked up 7 victory points. So we got 7. So we go 7 and 13's 20, 28, 32. We made it. 32, adequate. Okay, I'll take adequate on this one. This was my first full playthrough, so I learned a lot, I think, about what to do and getting victory points. early on I dodged some deep targets because I was afraid of the task forces, when the reality is you can miss some of them if you get good draws and a decent die roll. So I'll take adequate on this one. So the next thing is probably one of my expansions, and I think I'll go with the Allied shipping next, and probably play in the Pacific. And we'll see what that brings up for us on a mission there. This has been fun. It's, as you can see, it's challenging. It went right down to the end if I would get a poor performance or an adequate performance, and I got out of it with an adequate. So like I said, I'll take that, and next time we'll try to get ourselves into the good anyway. So this was an average skill level, and it was a good one for me to learn on. I've played a lot of the leader games, so you know, I feel comfortable playing this. But like I said, we'll add the Allied ships and then go to the Pacific, and we'll see what we get next. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.